Hi there, my name's Vince from mymatevince.com, and in this video today it's another trying to fix video. Another video where I've bought something faulty off eBay and I'm going to do my best to fix it. Now with this one here, I didn't just buy one, I bought three of them, all from the same seller, and I bought these back in June 2018, so quite a while ago now. And today is the first day where I took them out of the box. Now, the other two are still wrapped in their bubble wrap. I just picked the first one out. It might be in better condition than the other two, or it might be in worse condition. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do three separate videos on them, because knowing me, it will probably take quite a bit of time in order to fix them up, if I can fix them up at all. So let me show you the eBay listing. Now, as I say in all these videos, take it purely for entertainment. I've never owned this particular model. I have a PlayStation 3 Slim, so I don't know how to operate it. I know very little about it. I've never taken one apart before, so it's going to be a real learning curve, but that's the whole point of these videos. Now let me show you the eBay listing. So I got them very cheap. For three of them I paid £16 plus £12 delivery, and it says 340 PS3 console, seals intact, which is good, easy fix. Well, everything on eBay is always an easy fix, but if it was an easy fix, why aren't they selling for 3 or 4 times the price if it is an easy fix? So I always take that with a pinch of salt, but you never know, it might be, especially if the seals really are intact. Right, and it just says here, 340 consoles, all power on, green light, disc eject no problem, but doesn't show anything on screen, so not tested further. They are used, bit dusty, and some scratches to cover. All seals are intact, all complete with hard drives. So that's very good news. So let's try and power it up. It came with absolutely nothing, but I have got my power cord from my soldering station. I've got an HDMI cable, and I've also got an AV cable, because I'm thinking if it's not displaying something, it might be a HDMI port, it might be the chip feeding the port, and then in that case then maybe I can get something on AV. What else have I got? I've also got a PlayStation 3 controller here as well from my Slim model. So let's power this up and see exactly what's going on. Right, okay, so having a quick look around this, it really is very dusty, and that might be the problem. This thing weighs an absolute ton. So look at the USB ports there, near enough blocked with dust, and more importantly, check out these ones at the back. Look at that HDMI, really, really dusty. LAN is absolutely covered. AV cable, not so bad, but still you can see in there. So I'm not going to clean it just yet, because I want to get the initial condition off it. I just hope that it doesn't completely block up my cables. So that's that there. What should we try first? Well, let's try the HDMI, because that's what most people are going to be using. So £28 for three of them is pretty good. So that's less than £10 each. So if I can get them working, that will be good. Let me show you the model number, because there's going to be loads of different types of them. So this one is a, where is it? There we go. CECHK03. So these are very expensive when they first of all came out, so I'm expecting the build quality of this to be good, but I do think that these first ones were plagued with various different problems that were sorted out later on. Let's plug it in. Okay, we've got a little red light here, which is promising. Let's turn the TV on. And we'll get it to the correct input. Right, let's turn it on. That's good. Right, you can hear the fan. Right, it's doing something. There we go. There we go. This system was not turned off properly the last time it was used. I'm wondering whether they used it. Maybe he tried it on AV instead of HDMI. I'm having a right result recently with things that are working. Let's plug in this here, see if we can get anything out of here. The system was not turned off last time it was used. The file system on the system may be corrupted. The system will restart, okay? I'll have to try the AV cable as well. I mean, they do need a massive cleanup. But it's 1080p at 60 Hz. It actually won't upset me if this works. I know that sounds silly. Obviously, I want to see the inside of it, but I've got another 2 of them, so it's going to be highly unlikely that all 3 of them are going to be working. So it means that I will be delving into one of the other ones. Well, I'm just going to let this fast forward now, and then we'll see what's happening. Yeah, wireless is working. I'm going to leave that plugged in because this controller is going to be low on battery. This says PlayStation 2, but maybe they were ones that were bought online. I wonder whether this one does play the PlayStation 2 discs. I could quickly try that now, couldn't I? Because this video is going to be super short anyway. Okay, well, there we go. That is working. Let's try a disc. Right, while that's loading up, I'm just going to get a PlayStation 2 and also a PlayStation 1 game, see what happens with them. And then we'll try the AV cable, and then we just need to clean out the ports. Well, that appears to be working okay. Let's try PlayStation 1, because they should work, and then it'd be just interesting to see about the PlayStation 2. Actually, why is that not going through? Right, well, that's not working, but that might be the disc. Because it's recognising it there, but I can't actually, unless I'm doing something wrong. Let's try a PlayStation 1 game. Gran Turismo. Just going to get a different PlayStation 3 game. Okay, it works. The D-pad works. Weird thing is, the analog stick's not working. There must be a setting where you have to change that. Let's go to controller settings. Switch analog mode. Ah, here we go. Analog mode. There we go. Vibration. Let's turn that to on. There we go. That's better. Right, so PlayStation 1 games definitely work. Let's try another PlayStation 3 game. Uncharted 3. Yeah, so this is definitely working. Okay, let's try a PlayStation 2 game. Has to be this. Right, unsupported data. Okay, that's fine. So it's PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 1 games. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to try the AV cable, and then I'm going to clean this thing up. Now we're going to switch the inputs to AV. And now turn this back on. I'm hoping when I turn it back on it will automatically recognise that there's a different input in. That's why I completely shut it down. But maybe I might have to actually do some sort of hard reset. Right, so it's not displaying there, is it? I'm just going to try and hold down the power button, see if that does anything. Really, I need to read up on this rather than just guesswork, but let me try. Right, okay, so it shut itself down. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to let go or whether it will come back on again. Okay, nothing's happening, so I'm going to let go, and now I'm going to keep my finger on it. Right, so it beeped again. Now it's doing something. Oh no, I turned it off. Okay, it looked like it was doing something. Let's just do it once, see what happens. There we go, it's doing something now. Yay, excellent. Okay, so it does work in AV and HDMI. I really don't know what the previous owner, you know, or the eBay seller did. But yeah, there you go. You can see now obviously the resolution's horrible because it's probably only going to be something like 480p. But it's still working. Right, so I'm going to get my mat out and then I'm going to give this all a nice good clean out all the ports. Now I shouldn't use a hoover on it, but this is so dusty I am going to use a hoover on it because otherwise, basically I don't want to take it all apart because the seals, apparently they're intact. I haven't actually looked around it. I don't know where the seals are on this. I can see stickers on this side here. So I don't want to peel the seals off to open it up on a working PlayStation. So I know to take it apart would be best because then I could clean all the dust out of it. But I'm just going to use a hoover on the vents and hopefully that will at least get the dust away from the shell itself. But don't copy that because there's a chance that you can get like a static build up and then that can fry the chips in there. I'm going to take the risk because otherwise it's going to take me ages to do on a toothbrush. And remember, I paid next to no money for this. So if I do break it, to me it's not the end of the world. I don't want to break it, but that's the reason I'm using the hoover. Right, okay, so I'm going to turn this off now and then get the mat out and give this a good clean. Right, so I'm just going to be fast forwarding through the cleanup, but you can see all the dust in here. And more importantly, it's the ports that I really need to clean up. They look absolutely disgusting. And around this bottom vent as well. Right, so I don't know whether anybody has actually ever caused damage by using a hoover, but I've been told it's possible, so that's just the reason I'm warning you, but I think in reality it's probably a very slim occurrence. Just interruption from the cleaning for a minute, but nice little touches like this. So if you're having your PlayStation lying flat, you have the symbol like that. Then if you put it up on its edge here, you can flip it round. So now the PlayStation symbol is still the right way round. Little touches like that I think are good. I like it. That's the hoovering done. Now I'm going to use some IPA cleaner for the ports. So I'm going to do all the ports on this because most of the dust has come out now, but there's still a lot left. Just using the toothbrush just to get into all the corners and everything. Now I'm going to give it a wet wipe all over and then dry it all off. Okay, so we're all done now, so we're just going to test it one more time on a TV. Now, I didn't spend ages on the cleaning, I didn't use any like plastic polishing cleaner or anything on it, but it's come up pretty good. So if you have a look now, can you see there? All those vents look nice and clean. If you have a close look into here, it actually looks clean now. The dust just seems to be all around the outside bit. In there looks pretty good, and more importantly, look at the ports. They've come up okay. and I think this is the warranty seal here, so that's the one. Now maybe you might well be able to buy them anyway. You know, you might be able to buy dodgy ones, I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm definitely happy with that. So let's plug it back in, make sure it's still working now, and we'll call it a day. Yeah, so AV still working, so now let's do the shutdown here. Now I'm going to unplug the AV cable. Put it back to the correct source, and now we're going to turn it on. Yeah, see, this could be why the previous person who was testing it might have had problems, but mind you, it comes up there. But maybe if he was trying the AV cable and before it was on the HDMI, that might have been why it wasn't working for them. Yeah, there we go, 1080p at 60 Hz. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. Unfortunately, you guys learned absolutely nothing apart from possibly maybe not to hoover your electronic equipment. But again, like I keep saying, this is real life, and in this instance I got very lucky. So it is possible to have a lot of luck on eBay. I think it's probably more possible to have a lot of misery, but there is obviously luck as well. So in this one now, this is working absolutely fine. Now I'm not disappointed because I've got another 2 to test, and hopefully one of those ones will be faulty. Realistically, probably both of them will be faulty. So straight away now, I'm going to finish up this video and I'm going to start working on another one of them. Thanks a lot for watching this. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more trying to fix videos. Take care. Bye now.